Howdy, howdy, howdy. Hello, hello, hello. If we haven't met before, I'm Kalen. Nice to be here with you. I teach meditation and spirituality and helping people on their spiritual journeys. And sometimes I jump online to lead a special live meditation class because something important is going on in the world, in my life, something to talk about. I had intended to do a live meditation on Wednesday night for the solstice, and I didn't end up having time. So I thought I would follow up with a different live meditation video. And perhaps you happen to, like me, be visiting family right now for the holidays, being around parents and siblings and cousins and extended family. And I know I'm not alone in this. I know most people struggle with spending a lot of time and space with their families. But for me, it's very, very hard. I love my parents. I love my brothers. And I am so grateful for the man I am. That is largely because of the family I come from, right? The genes, the upbringing, the education, the lessons, all of that. But it does not mean that our families are easy. It doesn't mean our families are perfect. And especially, I think there's a few things. One, I think it's really hard as an adult to go back into your childhood space because a lot of times your family sees you as being as you were when they knew you, as a teenager, as a younger person. And then the other thing I think was really hard is the vision we have of our family. It's not necessarily where they are currently. Like, for example, watch my family have issues that have not gotten addressed in years, and it's sad to watch them really, really struggle. It's sad to watch them deal with things. And it's frustrating to watch myself become irritated and angry and irritable, and it's a good time for spiritual work. It's a good time to use these opportunities to evolve and grow. And if you hear my family screaming in the background, you know what I mean. So, and if they come in and interrupt, because you never know, that could happen. My parents have very little regard for private space. I'm a big believer in life that we are given what we need to grow. And every opportunity, every situation we find ourselves in can be a chance to become a better version of ourselves. So let's use the craziness of our family time to make us better people. So I invite you to join me in some spiritual work tonight. Please make yourself comfortable. You can sit up, lay down, lean back, do what you need to do, and find a way to turn your focus inward. Bring your awareness to your breath, to your body, to your mind. Feel yourself breathing.
Bring my phone up, will you?
Notice whatever there is to notice. To find acceptance of where you are, especially when you're in uncomfortable situations, is a very advanced skill. And it is one I have not fully mastered, but it's one that I aspire to. Those individuals who, no matter what life brings them, are able to address it with a smile and a level of grace is, I think, a beautiful quality to work towards. But I'm sure even the most saintly people sometimes struggle when they're with their parents. So just notice, where are you? How are you? What's going on for you? And then I'm going to ask you to do something that may feel difficult. Because if you're like me and you're feeling really tense right now, you're feeling really triggered by your environment, you'll probably have your walls up, your armor on, your defenses at high alert. And instead, I'm going to ask you to soften. 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 Even if that feels counterintuitive. Even if it feels like you should be more tense, build up higher walls. Soft. 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 Soft doesn't mean weak. Softness is actually a tremendous strength. And as you feel yourself soften, notice how as you do that, your energy body becomes more fluid. Notice how your energy starts to expand. That when we soften, we actually can take up more space than our physical body occupies. Which is a pretty cool thing to experience if you haven't before. And feel yourself breathing way down. Breathe into your hips, breathe into your pelvis. And when we get stressed, we tend to breathe, it's called clavicularly, more up here by our clavicles. And I'm going to invite you to do it. It's something I like to do. It sounds a little weird, but it feels really nice. Just make some noise as you breathe. Oh. 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 How does that make you feel? Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. Allow the breath to flow easily in and out. I think one of the beneficial things to do when you're feeling really stressed is to ask for help. To not feel like we have to endure all this on our own. So one of the ways we can ask for help is through mantra. And so I'm going to do some mantra. It's called the 911, or the emergency mantra for help. It's dedicated to Ganesha, the remover of obstacles. So we're going to invoke the power of Ganesh together. Feel free to join me if you pick it up, or you can just sit silent and absorb. Interestingly enough, this is the mantra inscribed on my wedding band. On the outside of it, my husband and I figured that asking for extra assistance in our marriage would probably be a helpful thing to do. Om Vakratundaya Hum, 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 Vakratundaya Hum, Om 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 Vakratundaya Hum. And then ask for what you want. So Jai Ganesh, Lord Ganapati, please help me. Please help me in these times of stress. Please help me to help myself heal and grow so I can be the person I need to be. Please help me be of assistance to my family even when they are not necessarily in the best place. Please smooth things out for everyone. Please bring us all peace. For me, I don't really care what the external of my life looks like, where I live, that sort of stuff. What I really care about is using this life as an opportunity to experience joy, to experience magic, to experience divine ecstasy. And it can feel frustrating when you have to be in somebody else's domain, operate by their rules, and deal with their level of crazy. But ultimately, our journey as spiritual beings who aspire to live well, regardless of our surroundings, means that we strive to attain that state of acceptance, tranquility, peace, magic, regardless of our surroundings. That we don't need a perfect situation to make that a reality. And so can I, right now, right here, in this, what feels like a difficult environment, can I find that same level of spiritual connection, that same level of divine ecstasy? Even when I'm dealing with people who don't know how to have a conversation and don't know how to turn off the TV and are constantly demanding things. Can I experience God here? Because nothing is holy or unholy. Even the most crazy-making individual is still God incarnate. And no matter how difficult of a situation we find ourselves in, it is still an opportunity to experience heaven on earth. But it takes a level of spiritual fortitude and grace to realize that. So can you join me right now in saying thank you to the situation that's making you uncomfortable? Can you say thank you to the family members who are driving you crazy? Can you bless them? Can you bless this space, this time, this opportunity? Even if all your instinct is to shut them out, to build up your walls. Can you instead be a font of love, of light, of joy? Om Namah Shivaya. I bow with respect to the divine within all beings, for God is in everyone. Including me, including you, including everyone. Om Namah Shivaya. Can you love these people, even if they frustrate you to no end? Can you say thank you to them, even as they maybe insult you? Can you feel gratitude for the fact that this isn't your regular life? The fact that you can see the discord, see the dysfunction, means that you have the ability to choose differently. Can I say thank you, universe, that I walked a different path? And I look around, I'm sitting in my childhood bedroom, and I'm surrounded by Tupperware containers and stacks of clothing, none of which is mine, right? Like, I probably shouldn't show you this, but I will. Right. Whoa. Right. And it continues all the way around. My mother struggles with hoarding. You know, throughout the whole house is stuff. And as a mentor of mine used to say, but for the grace of God, there go I. You know, I look back on my childhood and realize how far I've come and how far I still have to go. But I'm not that. And my heart aches for these people and the way that they live and the amount of dysfunction that they accept. But I can't change them. I can't make their life different or better. All I can do is live my life as best as I'm able. And thank a higher power, thank God, thank creation, thank the universe, thank Gaia, whatever you want to thank, that I don't have to walk that path. And with that gratitude comes humility. With that gratitude comes patience for these people. Because people do this because they suffer. They don't do it because they're healthy and happy. They do it because they struggle. And so when I find myself getting irritable and angry and frustrated at them, can I instead go back to the place of loving compassion? Can I instead go back to that place of, you are hurting, and I'm so sorry for your pain. And as uncomfortable as I am right now being in your space, it is nothing compared to what you live with day in and day out and are unable to escape. And we are not better than them. We just count ourselves deeply blessed that isn't a path we have to walk right now. And we have empathy, true empathy for the suffering they experience. So take a deep breath. And find your peace. Find how lucky you are to be on the path you are. Feel how blessed you are. Because you are blessed. We are all blessed. If only we choose to see it. I'm blessed to share this with you. I'm blessed to have this space for us to gather and to do spiritual work together. I hope your time with loved ones and family and friends this holiday season brings you joy and merriment and pleasure, but for many of us, family time is not those things. And so I hope that wherever you find yourself, you're all able to cultivate a little grace, a little peace, a little love. That you're able to bless the world you find yourself in as best as you're able. And wherever you are, to see the divinity in it. It's an honor and privilege to share with you this evening and hopefully be a little of service to you tonight. I'm not perfect at these things. I continually strive to be better. And I think that's all we can do. Much love and grace to you all.